Right. Fantastic morning. I'm saying, I'm so sad. I go to 12. So, Fache and say, may I delay sway be Fache at 10:30 every Saturday in the Jumadia, bro. And Kakra up here for home. Yeah. Fache. You say all the beche. Fache. Why? Yes, show. Sports are and I feel this Sabria can say no do you know bottle. You know what Nasi after on any fiancé Kakra. Aba wikimu na no pay the Abba. And the Eba. I mean, they're cool and they won't. So, Yabandia, my super squad now, but Vapor, Kwasar, Mustafa Jedin, Amajoma Guarada, and of course, my man, Mr. Fredaka, ding. I never got to Crudi Mako head, Yakoso to Crudimo. But there's boardroom, you back up boardroom, say, this weekend's big game. Saying I teams name you know approach, and saying, and I could just know, I approach those games. Yes, Rubina Morim. Jumane day. O say, Rubina Morima sam na kwen say, ujidisa obabi won fepa o ye heavy. Na order na kofi. Na mu do fie no, etum say nkoyi. But you are refusing to admit say nkoyi like say no ye heavy no. Nkoyi no any na ho fe no, on person jitu. Sa na United situation as yakoye. But Yabane, you heard all those issues, and of course, Okopiemu Wamano, Niarano, UEFA Champions League Barso, Liverpool DC, from Chelsea, Bogu, no. Mourinho's homecoming, I said, homecoming, Papa. But you heard no other results of Barso in the Champions League, Real Madrid, Bogu, Dinano. We just touch on a few minutes. Now, for Yakwe, Nimo Sanse, no, actually, no one, La Liga this weekend. Of course, Real Madrid and the like, so we can almost Bob Bonia, and no one, nothing so. Yaba fear, and some are the only sense, and baby, now, Yaba, but the fear, when him said, I want full under 17 championship. Abanawi Yamagana losing on penalties to host nation Ivory Coast. Yes, Coach Prospane Togum. I can't say a bit to me, but I'm fat. But the Brina say, under 17, the preparatory. It's in Yashe and to me and Yashe the future. But AFCON they qualify echo into Channel Sosa for Mayano. Wafu Zone B under 17 Boys Championship one summer. And also there banner and of course match day 4 of the Ghanaian Premier League bar. So I should say House of Oak and they became United about 0-0 this weekend. Games back also. Yes, you better. Koroko back, Gold Stars back. Now Kupimo Swedro All Blacks, Age Nassau and Gold Stars at Yaboom. You better send us a game. Koroko back to their favorite grounds in Kumasi. And only other games about Costa now. Yajagwe, you better near the one summer. Coach Otuado and the mini score a double header. That qualification, that national project. Ha! Next week, more to by Bini who say Maso Ishaku back into the squad. Yanya an outfield player or a local player one make his squad no akwakoka sorry who yanya 2 local players in that squad na be bring na kase you from Mobi asare and they are San Freddy be able nti money be money ade I know na ya jegba Adom TV na yakare sa no national sumame esa message ba 02491367 024944 I want to do a message eba now later on the show you be call to krunimu right fantastic morning yes I'm Kwaba Biu live on Adom TV yes Sports Arena is the name of the show Facha say show na delay kakra yes fidini ya dia jumate to na bia na fidini na bonani pa na can be a solo. But we are back. Yes. And so, you best show for a message for 0249136744 0249136744. And our issues be brave. I can want some days boardroom and I feel to Tokrumu so I have a betting odds for the weekend. Man, I can't even remember Boko no the amount. Tokrumu the time the weekend code is ready. Ya can say no UEFA Champions League also now Chimo and interesting results. Liverpool could see from Chelsea, Benfica. And the other results about so you better touch on briefly then you better copy more other issues across Europe especially fixtures how do I also copy more there's Chelsea Liverpool that's no copy more Spain matches or in Italy Juve Genoa now there's AC Milan and some of course Europe but over few so Wafu Zone B and a 17 Boys Championship final about so the Black Starlets of Ghana coach Prosper Netogo Munene copy more and 4-3 on penalties Ivory Coast, the host nation, Aja Trophy. No. But qualification for the AFCON is assured. Inti Ebeko AFCON be inti Shane Sosa Efa Emame El Honomo. The Ghanaian Premier League is on match day 4. I also vote Epchen draw against Bechem United. And Enra, that game is bad, but Anna results the FFA still has a vote unbeaten. But Naka fans Ninya Nanka win no a buy. Other games have passed. So Kumasi Asante Kodoko back to their favorite grounds. Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium Kodoko. Ejidemu Heart of Lions very stubborn. Yeah, for want of a better word. So far, Lions are just rowaboso. Coach Bashiri for the chassis ye pa. Go Stars Amfa Ewa Africa. Oba fie betwaso or Coswedro. You better send a match no and so be see any other fixtures are a cosono and a compias we are jekwa a bre one only be brina a guyapono so and I day but I remember quite na a beber live on Sports Arena. Yemfa Arehosam and Chassis and coach Anna Walker, former coach of Great Olympics, former player I should say of Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Yes, 1980s more Obokotoko Kakra. And I feel be a coach of the Olympics Jenny Dimpa. Now to Summertex, and they were technical director at the Map Vision. And it's a Ofian Tuata coach at the Ejao. Or coach the Black Galaxy so. Te are home no a better touch on it just a minute and sana ya to us. So Nyamemfa coach Anna Walker Ekra in ye. I'm from Mamakwaba Mustafa Jidin and of course Vipa Kokua Sarimi Super Squad Abribia Menyo Muyajuma and officially Mr. Alfred Akaso so back to Batan which them wouldn't day. Coach are not at the edge of Mustafa Nasha Black in team see if you
will. It was very sad. And Rameti incident, you know, honestly. The last time I met him, Olympics, no, no one-on-one. It was that Olympics ne has. Okay, so I think 4 or 3 seasons ago, sir.
So on screen, you see one of for more matches in the dressing room now.
Crucial game, be a boy, Olini Hearts. I said stadium no, it was sold out. You remember that game? It was an evening game. That time not only.
Yeah.
Now only to Major League, no. Now phobia, so to Major League, no. It was only phobia, kotoko, and it was an evening game. That was the last time I'm here no post match. Into Obabe realm now, I was Shane Sanda, and now,
and the favorite Lacoste.
Yes, we quite know in the Lacoste. I think black and white to be, and or the Ebe real. So that was the last time me minini share one-on-one, and Ramete, you know. Honestly, I was so disappointed. And Richie, rather, I was so disappointed. But Nyango Pomfani Crancy 2025 Yankasano. Ghana no good news from Farmer Ghana. Adom Crawford, who said the Akano. Now maybe boy in our buying because 2025 in a day, Baloka woman Dawson. No credit. And now for
Coach.
Well, Erico Mamincha for Mincha production team, Chawankasa, Mincha Dean. I don't think Dean should be disappointed. Your dad going to him. Even when you look at the different phases of life, those things, but death is inevitable, which means we won't do a damn sign come. But when people within our football ecosystem, maybe someone said, do they have that opportunity whilst they were alive to leave a blueprint? And one name our boy is synonymous to the late Anna Walker Great Olympics.
Yeah.
For me, I think he brought some sort of excitement to that team.
Yeah.
And the Olympics there, with the people that manage Olympics, they are very difficult people. So if you're a manager and you're able to work with them for a very protracted period, it means that you understand their language. And maybe because we've seen Gordon Atram, we've seen Yarash go there.
You can't survive.
And I think that there was a point, Grana. Olympics had 2 different teams.
Yeah.
Maybe you train you McDonald.
You understand? So for Obitisa Walker to come into the team, na nyina call firm, we saw a collected front. I think it was worthy.
Yeah.
And then he's paid his dues.
Yeah,
for the Ghana Premier League. But maybe someone say blueprint in a way. That's the legacy. the former technical director, Otiaken. There was a time na me see other journalists from other parts of Africa. Oti goes there to orient coaches.
Oh, your coaches in the Omoya, the late or some do Coach Afrane. They know a lot.
And I have not yet trivialized it, the name Otiaken. And you ask yourself why. You know, I think say Omotiaseno. Yeah, let's give them that sort of recognition.
Omo deserve
it. He was finally with Vision FC.
Yeah.
And I think last season, has the Vision boy. One of the people that spiked up interest in that game was Arno Walker. Okay, because by the first 45 minutes, he has 4. And you saw
the car. I think on the car.
On the say on the Tunchia say Oman Shehata on the car. We all know that it was part of the game, but it brought some hype and excitement to it. Nyame fan the crane see. I'm just hoping, say, for our footballing archives, no, when you go into our footballing archives, you'd see a foul or something that is titled Arno Walker and the philosophy he stood for in football. If it's not there, then we failed everybody who was a follower of Arno Walker.
So, okay, so, Samates.
Yeah.
And the Olympics had to go and talk to him to return to Olympics. And since I feel
that move to Samates, this is so coach now coach Sikasem.
Yeah. And since I feel Olympics is in that move.
And
no, but his return the fans are back. But and
that time not I didn't say you don't blame him that
he was
much.
Not a coach almost every
at the point
team in Ghana wanted.
Yeah.
And you see, one of my fondest memories of him during the Black Galaxy setup, I knew say on it Shaban Mohammed did a lot of background research for him, especially with the players or pick. A lot of people might not know.
Okay.
For that tournament, unfortunately, we couldn't progress. But Yenina knew what he stood for. I think even on the field, he was a disciplinarian or a coach. He doesn't entertain nonsense. And for the likes of Awakomu, some great players to go through him.
Yeah. Okay.
And Amakano, if he didn't leave a legacy for us, then we didn't do as a football fraternity.
Well, fa coach Arno Walker NCA. And like you said, I just hope so. Jabi, you were chair. In Chima, so me afasuya. Because how to be a team and all. Even the qualification channel, they did it in style.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Yeah, Copa could be any energy. They play some quality football. Meaning they see going to the tournament.
I think that year we beat Benin and then
we call fools.
We beat
Nigeria,
Benin and then Nigeria.
Yeah. In Nigeria, I think our last but one or last game. Yeah. All right. In fa coach Ekra NC. You better touch it briefly on the UEFA Champions League and Liverpool collapsed. And there's a game and you can say we were say Liverpool team called Galatasaray. And of course, Real Madrid, Bogumunum. There was a big game, Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona, and it even say yes. So, PSG actually say, I'm sorry, it is too early.
From where they ended last season, no, they are defending champions of the UEFA Champions League.
Well.
And they are to start well. Match day 1, only at 3 points. Match day 2, it was against a tougher opposition. And I didn't make us say Boba. Last season, in the last 4, there was PSG. PSG team Ben or share no crowd.
They just on fight or ball playoff.
I'm just saying in the last 4, PSG Arsenal. Thank you. And then there was International Barcelona. So when PSG qualified over Arsenal, no, and Barca failed to qualify over Inter, no, now final they could be one-sided, no, not Barcelona fans. Now almost better. You know why? You almost say with the sort of momentum they run and almost win the Champions League, you know. Come PSG in the final would have been a worthier final than what Inter Milan put up against PSG. Into this game, there was a lot of bragging rights in the game. Enrique, I don't know what he's telling the young boys.
Yeah.
Because PSG went into that game with a depleted side.
Almost 6 players.
Yes, almost 6 regular players didn't start the game. but the young boys delivered. And Maka, the importance of Goncalo Ramos to that team. Maybe Goncalo Ramos, one, feels, say, even with PSG, has a chance of making the Portuguese national team. And so he's not under any pressure to demand a lot of playing time. Maybe that is there for him. But what his importance in games to them against PSG in the Super Cup? It was Goncalo Ramos that scored that late equalizer.
Very good player.
And Meka Bibia, Debia Meka say, "Oh, your coach now, oh, teamer, oh, you're intelligent players. Oh, you're players that think for the team and not themselves."
Okay.
Into that ball, now Ashraf Hakimi nyaye. Split second decision. Ka seconds be better one ka. Goncalo Ramos would have been offside. But say yenya highlights na sha. Hakimi nya ball no or share Goncalo Ramos run. Initially no I offside kakra.
Not on the ball.
No position no. It's Eriko. Your players.
Yeah.
Your players are on the field of play. They're intelligent, and this is an African. He was the captain on the night.
Well, so your point is that because some defending champions and I must say no. So
they have started well.
They are favorites.
They are not favorites. There are a lot of things that can change in the Champions League.
Oh well, but was 30, a defending champion.
Well, you see, when your statement win,
okay,
over a side and uncle for Jeans and so many on the final. But you know, no, clear.
Okay. That's fine.
It was a good win for PSG. Barca a try, but sometimes when you meet players with quality, any coach or your experience that it can happen.
Well, I didn't for Liverpool, mommy. Liverpool collapsed, and a man for us, I say, I'm slot on your careful. I said, you don't know.
Oh, me blame you too much. So last season, Obia will follow Liverpool, and even this conversation, we said here, say, this second season, and a bell litmus test, and the Amano. And the season we so on one season.
Okay.
This is what I believe. Say season we nankasa no, we and the slot in Sano. And a few additions are no. And it's why my team no, I say balance and I shift take a Now it's a sort of finding a row, Edema Floran Vits. Pressure was young German also. Because baby a team in FIBA, team ni team last season. I still stand say Omuna the best team in Europe. The best team don't always win. And I will still stand by that point. And they had a terrible game in their cup match and they lost our Champions League in them. But run now Omunya no. Any form and Liverpool do woman. It's unfortunate someone travel that far in the Champions League. So this season, now me expect to say just 1 or 2 touches. Me nim say be a Konate so because the Real Madrid knock it on the door no. And I say, young Pineman Kono, I say, we'll lose a little bit of concentration. But that will be a very big blow to Liverpool should they lose him. Right. Because Van Dijk is aging. The front, I still think Enshadam fire. From the midfield to attacks, how link can we number And anytime Liverpool, Liverpool for transition result to go, they were the best in Europe last season. On counter attack, BBR, they were the best in Europe last season. But the challenge is, since sa vet na buy no, sa role na yes occupy na nka ball no ekontem no. I say enyam fam man into no Liverpool and Shadan Kleke up front.
But I think there's no cause for alarm.
There's a cause for alarm. Last Oshe Omobo no Mobo na, they scored very early and they had about 70 minutes to equalize. Liverpool to equalize it. 70 minutes.
Galatasaray in the first 20 minutes.
Yes. And see, problem
so on our screen to see a game and wow.
For an slot in the next
but the chances chances
on say the chances no main concentrating on the game not too much because cup matches no and you have to determine who's going to win.
Of course.
Don't forget
There's still a long way.
Forget to cry.
When Liverpool Paris Saint-Germain last season very poor starts.
We've seen Chelsea. You who Bayern Munich get the Champions League and so no call relegation. Nottingham Forest are Baba Beji from relegation straight Baba Beji. Cup matches are always like that.
Okay.
You know. And when we are Liverpool and Casen saw more show team no because they lost to Antoine Semenyo Crystal Palace.
They lost to Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
They lost to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And Saturday almost started season. Obi to me share omo. But Obi no follow Liverpool team. Ni be say cracks ne wo team no. Obi no be cheti omo. And they lost. And omo so call take your omo so call lose here. So Enyambo e chena now right 4:30. So omo lose sa game now. I think the pressure will keep on. Yeah. Already pressure now, but also what is Karagama started kasa. And Karagama almost started to
Charlie.
Oh, so I gave Papa.
Yeah, can't perform more influence.
Karagawa captain Liverpool.
Oh, come on.
And the Casa Lujo.
Sami Kufo Bisa said. Why ban what to say or defend the BIA or say ni role model?
I think your coach. I say
Karaga.
Well, what I know the Champions League. Yeah, my young fishers across Europe this weekend. Young fishers across Europe. See, Opia to one of Fimako. With much as for England, and there's LA kickoff, Tottenham Hotspur, ball against Leeds, and LA kickoff, and Tottenham a draw in Europe. Wow. This is it. Arsenal, West Ham at 2 p.m. Manchester United, Sunderland. Hey. Chelsea, Liverpool. There is Brentford, Manchester City, Europe. Also. Well. City,
Monaco be a struggle.
I mean,
Monaco man a hard time.
Brentford, Manchester City. These are big games. Yes, in La Liga, Real Madrid, Villarreal, Sevilla, Barcelona, Celta de Vigo, Atletico Madrid. Big games now. And so we La Liga. Now you're correct. The other league star, baby, Italy. Yes, our Bundesliga. Okay, Dortmund, Leipzig, Frankfurt, and Bayern Munich. A big game. Basel in Germany. Now, Italy so there's a big game, and also Juve and the AC Milan at the Bepim. So that will be an interesting game, right?
Very interesting. Juve season has been good for them. We go to the one side a fantastic season.
So let me say Serie A,
they still not lost.
But Napoli, Genoa, and the big one, Juventus, AC Milan at 6:45.
We go to the on Lusui. Season where on Lusui game, but. One thing about
are they playing like the team where you need?
No, this is a Juventus team. Last season, the performance wasn't good.
In League One, there's Lille and Paris Saint-Germain, and that's 6:45.
Me overrated Juve. Juve team no share an extraordinary team. Team money that young so. Then they are looking at those young guys. Best support team.
You sound
Vlahovic is there, but Vlahovic form now no obey 2 seasons. Injury so no any unkonaba. And Jama team no shada. And they glass Bremer more ever wait you the ababa you do man. But say what Juve team no even on my last 4 games I had draw. If come on VRL, I thought the game no cry no more bury no cry we or matter my VRL about the man Milan for your bono because Milan expectations never form.
And they are doing well.
And they brought in an experienced manager. We need 5 trophies with us.
Max Allegri.
And their first game, you lost to Cremonese.
Yeah, they lost.
And
the pressure can
yeah, man for 3 when so it was a success game, no. Na the first game.
And that second goal, the first goal, brilliant work from Pulisic. Ball across the face of Salamakas. Goal. Similar goal. Swift passing and that touch from Fofana into the part of Pulisic. Oh my God!
In Italy, Simbena so far have we in one pick. Are we going to see Napoli still? And I said Juve back.
AC wasn't the team people were.
Black Stars of Ghana coach Otoado and they made a squad. But before that, you're trying to 17 for kudos to them. One way under 17, and the most important thing is the qualification for the AFCON.
Yeah, me who say progress. In the past editions, we had not been there. The last under 17 tournament, you was still on the go, and we saw the whole commotion surrounding the team.
And coach Ghana,
yes,
when Ghana also on your fight the.
Okay, don't you quarrel. Let me say the word quarrel. Argue.
We don't argue.
So definitely.
Because there be a misunderstanding.
Okay, don't you have misunderstanding? Don't you have it? Okay, so if you have misunderstanding one way or the other, you man me can't tell. And no, yeah,
yeah.
You don't come out and rant. Me say Sabi no yeah. Look at the number of these players.
We
lack honest people. We hate hypocrites.
You lack integrity as well.
What? My brother, you can't say that.
Massa, you lack integrity.
What? There's something who can say. There's something who can. Let you are here and who team and call the man. Who support?
I will go.
No, but
will lie any day, anytime.
He's not professional. Go with you.
Onim. Onim Coach Christopher Nim.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know Nim. I know you.
Onim Christopher.
Why do you have to? Why you asking me if I know Nim? I know Nim.
Relax.
I'm not relaxing. I'm telling you. No. I want him to accept that. Brother, is unprofessional. Very unprofessional.
No.
How many young boys look up to Brother?
Well, he's a legend.
Sir, let's go to the next joke.
Look, however you want to look at it, it's your opinion. It's like no. So be.
Said anything you heard it here.
I like his style because.
Tell us, you are speaking, right?
So Obana went in here Jumana. You are the one put on the chopping board.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? Maybe the way he left, it was unceremonious.
But
it wasn't okay.
But before you continue, before you continue, like Dean is saying, it's are we saying say Ogum the end of the BBNC because Ogum is doing well.
You see, this is progress because in the last edition, Yentimi unqualified.
But Ogum, going back to that, Ogum and Mekai, do you think nothing is happening?
I think something is happening.
And he's being professional about it and working. I mean,
professional,
very professional,
not professional. Maybe that is Ogum's line. Ogum,
but you also on taking any.
No. You see, when you coach a club, it is different.
Well.
When Ogum coached Kotoko, at a point in time, he was even part of the IMC. He was part of decision making. He had a team to himself. Did you not come and sit here and say it was a wrong approach?
Mamin can't say show. Mamin can't say. Somebody has to advise him to work on his emotional intelligence.
This is what about lying.
This is the same person. No, because you know how I happy here. This is the same person I ever call walk up. Yes, you coach a drop. Then they do coach, you know. And he lacks emotional intelligence.
Go online, go and check.
He lacks emotional intelligence.
Precedence of coaching.
No, you don't have to coach me on that.
Boardroom. 1 minute. Siki Akono, after he was sacked, he said the next coach shouldn't allow interference. You cannot tell me, sir, the people handling our football are not interfering in selection of players. So when you go in there's interference, you walk away. That is why Lion walked away. So what is your
how did he walk away?
I said, walk on the other walk, but how?
Where's in what camp?
Well.
Have you not seen Mourinho in press conferences walk out on January?
Did he walk out of the team?
Have you not
seen Mourinho play the game? Did he not play the game?
That is him.
That's the issue now. About game now, it's not about someone walking out. Walking out isn't the case.
Listen to me.
Did you play or you didn't?
People have their temperament.
So he has to work on this.
There are people who have even TV interviews. Yes. They get angry and they leave. They walk out live. They walk out.
They lack emotional.
We have our disagreements. We are still on set.
Yes.
So the way you choose to behave, in certain situations, you don't think, you might not think I would act in the same manner. We are different personas.
That's why he has to work on his attitude.
Massa.
Because he is leading people. When you are a leader,
that is it. We leave it here.
You can be
well, so under 17, congrats to you. My idea qualification AFCON no proper na. You be heard the AFCON. I'm sure Coach Ogum Matebo who team ni or the best shame na fe yakohe abo bomode on AFCON mo. Now Coach Otoado Eddie in the score abetudwa. And there's a new entrance. There's a local boy in there, and of course Shaoko is back. Malidu is back. So yeah. Quick one minute on. But me and Madina enjoy encore screen so na. Vipa move back.
Dictating.
Otoado squad for the double header.
One thing about Otoado and his call-ups, the technical team, the ESCO reviewing it, consistency.
Okay.
Into Oshe call-up by caller, especially after that AFCON issue, I ain't me qualifying. We've seen a lot of consistency, and me know be a meta question the setup of a coach and a place or the backbone thing.
Okay.
And can me feel say Thomas Brandon Asante has started well with Coventry City. Said we a player now. Frank Lampard entrusts you, say, leading a line now.
Oh, I can't even say that.
It goes a lot. Chelsea legend.
Yes.
Respect Frank
Respect.
Money di ankasa. Make me share on the show.
It's on our screen. Squad no na really am one.
So let's go back to the squad.
Yeah.
I was thinking say be a Brandon Asante, but definitely there will be room for other games, other friendlies these players can come in. It's a good squad. Adi say and say Eriko make Kawaha.
Yeah.
Adi say and say Central African Republic, Bono. Comoros. Bono.
That is the most important thing.
Yenya chance sanke be widen gap no. Had we beaten Chad by a last in-game management and that is why we find ourselves in this situation. But the good news is there were 3-point advantage over the other team. Central African Republic 5 points spent on APK. The only team they beat is Chad.
I see a Bono.
But yeah, Kokwasa 4-3 biwaha. You shouldn't even allow that to happen.
Yeah.
And you see, I'm happy, sir. Ever since Benjamin Asari came into that goalkeeping position, every Ghanaian goes into the game with that conviction. Say Asari doesn't concede a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Hit that too. Atizigi, he might not like it.
Zigidi Onyade.
Walcott was not somebody we could rely on. Which other goalkeeper? Your goalkeeper training, and Nyade. Richard Ofori went to the AFCON, and that mistake, Ghanaians have not forgiven him. And you know, we should done a bonfire. Bonfire for the likes of Benjamin Asari, peer from the local leagues. Because Eriko, there was a time, but the majority of the Black Stars, when we didn't have a lot of players migrating from Ghana to other parts of the world, we relied solely on the local league, got a chunk of the players and augmented them with the squad. This time is the reverse. And see, you have more players. Asari gives us that confidence. They have just one thing to do.
Okay.
Win versus Central African. Win versus Comoros. And you see, Eriko, former FA president, Kwesi Nyantakyi.
Yeah.
Oka bibi na yefane tra. What's it say? Who budgeted for World Cups in these games we now? Sometimes no. Sikani be what I say pefa. Maybe I might not be saying it categorically like you said. But you see, there's a lot of things that go into games at this level. Let's do whatever we can to ensure that the players go into this game, the technical team, everybody goes into this game in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, and that's money difficult.
I like the way they are handling the budget situation. Minister say, they should go out there. It's wrong. We are 2 games away.
Yeah.
In fact, we are 4 points away. 4 points away, if you look at it mathematically, from going to USA, Canada, and Mexico.
One win, one
draw. Everybody knows what the national team presents to the World Cup.
Of course. Every
Ghana,
time. Show boys. My goodness, show boys. Thank you. Well, Dean, over to you. So, we need quick.
Quickie.
We need quick. I can't be a quick. Talk to me.
I mean quick.
Yes. And quick, and Gen Z said quickie. So, quickie. Say, bomb quickie. Why? Bomb quickie.
Our boardroom, and I say,
our boardroom.
Okay.
Bomb quickie. Why?
Bonnet tougher.
I have a bonnet tougher the amount because of time in India. And baby, and at 4:30 p.m. and you been one of the biggest game ever England as I say so, which is between Chelsea and Liverpool. And mostly games we and time na baswa expectations and was wrong. And time in this wa bano ama pressure e wokrum because there are 2 managers omuina echo game num with different results and echo. Liverpool last 2 games on winning here. Chelsea struggle with a bloated squad and say be ye befa say be ya emfa emrenin krabia and a bechere. And Maresca is under pressure because yes, Osha Benfica a own goal. Then the last 3, 4, 5 games in Ebanina and there are a lot of injuries with Chelsea. Team Nankasano, so many young players maybe started. A few ones almost starting so cry on Wepra, Levico and they Wepra, Onya available, Liam Delap, Wepra, a brandy way of Mokofa and a buy, or Nunti and a nay. obi ewo Bayern Munich a wo si na kan Jackson o Bayern Munich na ya branch we so branch ne pra Cole Palmer the best player ewo Chelsea we pra groin he is out Trevor Chalobah pra omo amaka no and problem at Chelsea ewo no enye players do no mo pra Wesley Fofana mo na sefo mo pra nyina it's about Cole Palmer e pra no ewo and a problem no because when you have a player like Cole Palmer the kind of creativity or the bema and no ma Cole Palmer the bema no Chelsea team no only player be our Cole Palmer level. He's a bit above all the players at Chelsea.
Sir.
Yes.
Me know ya.
Cole Palmer when watching Chelsea players ni na.
Me know ya doing.
So he's their marksman. I mean, yeah. The team there's an exceptional player.
Yes. And Cole
most
Palmer,
teams I should say.
Chelsea and England for managing here. The Cole Palmer, the Jude Bellingham and Abraham or Manchester City no. Foden. One show mobile bed the Lampard Gerrard postcode CD ni bi. Because we now roles ni similar. We now like pocket of spaces, you know. On be occupy no ball. And we now so epic at the same time. Yeah, share the World Cup na be. They see where you
if no enye asema Foden should be ahead of Palmer.
Okay.
Enye asema.
Okay. So Foden just see
and himself na me yadwin.
Yeah. Says Foden go anymore.
Foden picky here no.
Yeah.
That Palmer was a bench warmer.
Yes. And I am in person I'm not for blame me Pep on that. Because I will
he had to make a decision.
Yeah, that time it's like boy you Okobo Liverpool, Okobo Bayern Munich ya na mo penny Spain boy midfielder and they Alcantara. The Alcantara adversa, Alcantara, there was Xavi, there was Iniesta, there was Arsenal for Fabregas, you have to make a decision.
Yeah, Llorente, Real Madrid, Llorente, Valverde.
Yeah. You have to make a decision.
Zidane had to choose Valverde over Llorente.
Boy, no, but Chelsea, no, Kovacic and Modric. You have to take a decision. And the decisions you no take it. Liverpool, our few injuries. Liverpool, they need you.
Okay.
Ekitike, Oniwa, Yabeni Obi Obebo.
On the crowd, he's just a doubt. He might play.
Yes. Alisson Becker, Omuni problem because Mama Davili no Mokofa na buy. Ball na oda La Liga. And the ball kokoda we Euros no. What should I say? Or your perfect replacement at the Alisson Becker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That conviction is there.
Oh, what should I say? No, Omuni wa or no bet me abo. Alisson Becker, they are going to miss him. They are going to miss Igor Ekitike. But problem no. And it's about the next player.
Like you said, like the kind of a show or screen is a doubt. So then you establish that. I mean,
so
Ekitike,
they might miss him.
Yeah. Go in Nkete.
Where there or you ruled out completely.
Ruled out.
Or not there on Kaho. But only problem because me send the backup no. Equally a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Our best starting with many top class.
Yeah. Me know.
Me pam na me name the entire ne level no agree so be backup to Alisson.
A long term.
Yes.
Long term.
Abia Alisson finally.
Yeah, Alisson.
South American just like Africans.
Yeah.
Obeko Asia akope coins kakra.
No so nyame so mo soro ba ko di Catholic for
obeko ye priest.
So fie bia.
Wow, obeda edis ofo.
It's a quick abebo me na de na munche.
Madam Fubi ko Catholic Catholic school for 7 years. I got remember man no wie na. Etenu akonyi mo bi.
Girl
na
girl be hwim no wahu.
Oba di na hwe ase.
I say what do we? Say what do we?
Yeah, we quick in now. I think there is something Liverpool for Bomo Salah Basso Eka. But I think Liverpool that combination Gravenberch ne McAllister midfield no. Many ni say Liverpool enya midfield partnership be to say the Gerrard and the Alonso. Since omufi club no. Afe na yenya something similar.
And then Mamin Fawe count. McAllister ye player be he's so disciplined. It's your man a lot of options.
Yes.
Okay.
Because naturally in any position or ball Liverpool
yes.
no. But over the period no.
Yes.
What discipline no.
Yes.
Ajiro no. And he's doing it perfectly well.
Okay.
Who Peru ba kwa ne boy den pan of football mo be say coaches so make catch us number 6.
Okay.
Either so mo boy double pivot or single pivot or mo bo ho no. Omo adwuma na edin because ye dey one free ntan ye kwa kwahye nti sese wa adwen wo soro adwen sese ye adwuma. And if you look at these two guys in the last 2-3 years and that's about 2 years obia boa what then they will Liverpool from various clubs come dey be join here now omo numbers no omo de ma no ene de omo ye o Liverpool no and surprise me say last season Liverpool kwaje league no and sa game we a lot of the work no e be sa boys emi na be. If you look at Abranche Fen Rand Gravenberch ne Alexis McAllister this season in Kwano omo ina we have 8 games we have 6 games in all competitions we have 2 we have share goal we have make it 2 assists we make it 1 assist hat tricks in say no obi anya bi but onim de ntia me di we by ne say McAllister no is similar to somebody like Ebia Pelobi who will not give you the numbers but the impact will game no ebi oni wa obi enu obetuma boss our game no.
I agree.
McAllister na sa na wakwa akwa nti be yes on say your midfielders omo nhyɛ da mount numbers no omo de omo wo ho na omo yi omo adwuma nanso wo hwɛ the impact omo wo team no so a wo the numbers ne nko agege na you might be making a big mistake we are 8 goals say make it 2 wa share 2 goals say make it 2 assists McAllister share goal so far this season we make it 1 assist but ono open tempo obi obe dictate the tempo of the game McAllister na be yes adwuma no. And Sir Chelsea for person mu yi BB edifi game no ma. I think these are the 2 players that Sir Chelsea for mo many come so. Me hwe kwan a Abrante we eba fa so a handle Mo Salah. And we say Mo Salah in the last 3 seasons he's been arguably the best player in the Premier League. Last season he was the best player. Season he was so or hate. Opep time at Chelsea for be J Kukurela edi pa it was after during the Euros. Almost Euros no mobile and Abrante no lose in the position biom and he's been very consistent. How is he going to handle prime Mo Salah? Because pressure no be Mo Salah so. Say Mo Salah be adwuma, obe kreti, obe ni nkonya no na omodi ha hye. And the pressure so be we so obe stop Mo Salah. We've seen him down to a couple of players. But obe to stop Mo Salah now. Here can Liverpool and conquer Chelsea was Stamford Bridge since 2020. Last season Chelsea share Liverpool 3-1. We'll be looking at Abrante Ayefreno, Isaac. When him so one player to me Chelsea pass why Isaac. Last season, return leg with Prawa Mobi. Last 2 seasons, women away in share Chelsea.
But he started slowly. Life at Liverpool.
Time not joining.
Time not joining one pre-season. And yet, can say we say one pre-season now.
But one interesting thing about the EPL is Obi a team, you know, that Tafa pa. So Isaac to score assist with
man. Yes. Thank you. Drogba ni Arsenal. And Liverpool for back count on Saga we so be nkunya ne dia mom. Because who Chelsea for echire honyo and if you look at the lineup probable lineup beba na echire hona say.
Okay. All right.
So this guy the pace now one any the road to me running behind you know. Say Chelsea for anye careful. He will be the first person even to score. That was our game no. Oh hwe the internet make us about midfielders and they say look at the Premier League midfielders with most interceptions. National Premier League midfielders with most tackles. Me be kire wade bi Ryan Gravenberch most interceptions 2024-2025. Into the entire game na bad midfield battle. There's Moises Caicedo.
Yes.
Where you're 57, where you're 47. And Yanom so twaso.
Ah.
Man you play be any.
Oh. Obega got Carlos Baleba.
Okay, but turn on back.
Arsenal focus on Abrante Christian Organ. You know Arsenal focus on.
Yeah.
He's here. Into interceptions. And Chelsea say, "Oh, Ryan Gravenberch, oh, Moises Caicedo." Now look at midfielders with most tackles.
This is for what last season?
For last season.
Yeah.
There is Moises Caicedo. There is Alexis McAllister. Until if you want the entire game, no, ever midfield battle. These are the numbers are both players. And I say Obiane ne midfield 2 now on the ball. Obiane numbers or them out no. And they have to be careful with Enzo. Me say Enzo there, team they make us about him because Yara who say Chelsea for Mubo yina no. Enzo and the top scorer was 3 goals.
I said Obuane pa. Or man that liberty to Roma.
Yeah.
So who numbers now Caicedo them out no. And she definitely obe or man the liberty so obe running or be call or you free. Abrante was on the way Benfica through home last season. Weekend way. Yes.
Yeah.
Because time oja o join club no 3 months pen oja mo ho no koi nti Benfica form fan chair no and
Bazo mun yes kapudu.
Oh, 106 million, right?
Huge money. Yeah.
106 million pounds.
Nti modwa
Magiska ni mwese edwa. And he's one player.
Okay.
The way to me turning around in the midfield and the way to me control game no alongside Abranta Efreno, Moises Caicedo no is going to be very pivotal for Chelsea. Chelsea for confirm for me no by ni na emfa. João Pedro and then you Pedro
Neto.
Omo mienu nyina na emfa.
Anya sa o. Anya bad sa.
Enye ko.
Kwaku the Chelsea for pen
Ko Pedro.
Omo probi obema on numbers. On the Chelsea last season na no problem your numbers o. Because not chances no omo create. That make say if on midfielder and a top scorer with 3 goals there is a problem. Moises Caicedo na toss me with 2 goals for Chelsea this season. And the problem
Prana had.
Akasa we mu no ebetumi ajere yom ho anase ombetumi ajele. And this game, how are they going to gel? No more running around Van Dijk mo ewe chiro ho. That is going to be very important for club Efreno Chelsea. Because the Chelsea benya numbers now and no benya goals now. It's not about Moises Caicedo money and Zomo midfield they do more be. Finishing no so here. Share teams are a share first goal often 2024-2025. Me try what dey. Oh, her teams are almost share first goal. Nobody can share first goal. How many times are Liverpool share 23 times on the share first goal?
One.
Oh, we need more 21. And okay. Draw 1 pair.
So share first goal.
Or share first goal Liverpool. Oh, we need 21 and not draw 1. Now kwa Chelsea 19 and not share first goal. Oh, we need 13 and draw 3.
But you know why I don't want to pay too much attention to this? Because the season for Fraba be augmented squad. Go last season there.
Me move the accord this season there no there. Now most shots on goals from fast breaker. Na Liverpool 65, Chelsea 45. Na so mummy na star no.
Right, okay.
Now, so what numbers we are? Na Chelsea fail to be create chances. Benane shana yedin. And no more for players by so mo be share. And no more say striker na ho no. On to me share. You create chances no. Counter ye but you to me share. Na ye kofo obi aba. And you about 6 games. And about kwashe 2, and about kwashe 1. You think it's not a problem?
Okay.
The issue no still you solve it.
Say Prano near day.
You solve problem.
If I make call win me call.
Make sure a probable lineup way for Chelsea. Facundo no benya biabo.
Okay.
Buonanotte. Solid.
Yes, he'll be 21 in December.
A very young child.
Very young player from Brighton, right? And he Pedro no bebo kwaku. Neto waha. Estivao. Player me hwe nanim say ene all things being equal. He's likely to assist or score.
Okay.
He needs to improve on his physicality, Mark.
Yeah. Premier League is very physical.
Okay.
He will adapt. Fernandes, Caicedo as usual. Yeah, just a champion best started because of injury, no?
Okay.
Alongside Badiashile Kukurea and James Sanchez. And so the red card in the likely say be able to make.
Like red card, sir. Next week,
Benya time in the oh, share Liverpool for so lineup. Baby, a changes Kakrabeba, probably Isaac.
Okay.
Our best started ahead of Ekitike. Gakpo Bebo, Salah, Saboslai, Gravenberch and McAllister into area Muha and a challenge in Nanabo, Caicedo and Fernandes, Gravenberch and McAllister.
Okay.
Omo and a bit detective Bibiawa, whoever wins, you know, and a bit we need that game way. Very difficult game, Chelsea, MSC, or poster boy. Liverpool, arguably our best players in now. If you have Mo Salah, meaning say now Van Dijk play be more important to a team no these 2 guys and they are playing. I think both teams will score.
Okay.
I'll go for both teams to score.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Also we call both teams to score.
Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Right. Yanko to Kronim. Mr. Afranaka ebe join here now Yanko to Kronim. Obviously I watch Sports Arena live on Adom TV. Now yaka ne sa no shane so mame say ne game we no and other games na no next week I say predict and win no. Say your predict and win be check phones. You bet no next week you check Samsung phones until next week.
Next week international break.
You be ni na.
I'm predicting. My
goodness. All right, Mr. Aka. Baby, I'm fine. Most of the 17 odds be agwachi.
17 odds.
Say unim the friend quickie.
In temper, so nim say me dey tell.
Solid.
I won't tell.
In temper papa. Na asana you be betting tips of the day na you betting option bi a yebesua.
Okay.
Your betting option of the day. In the you bookings.
Okay.
Over and under bookings. And then aba kama no. You bookings, you over and under. And they share overs no. Iti yamfa ne say Chelsea ni Liverpool edi hu nkomo no. Wakwa infio kwa kopa bibi kakra ba no afa over 2.5 asechire ne say your ball game new year cards e beba no enye 3 or more. Na so obi di red card a eye 2. Iti yamfa ne say Chelsea di red card a card ne ba be 2 Liverpool de ba ko come over 2.5 na eden. Afa.
Je can bookings red card ba mu a account ni mienu.
Account ni mienu.
Okay.
Yes. Iti ene na wo ho na bia outcome ne koye 3-2 a aboba outcome no koye 1-1 bookings are. That means bet na say.
Okay.
Your next option so yeah 1 home team 1 up.
Okay.
Yes. As you say a ball game now in any moment of the game no say home team need the kind a chef first go game na then abo.
Okay.
I take it
one.
one
And I think we be 1 up no a shepa.
No.
Agbena. Okay. That's fine.
And the last one so be a 10-minute draw.
Okay.
Are they win a tie win Crawford. You can see 10-minute draw. It ranges from 1 minute to 11 minutes.
Okay.
And can from 1 minute to 10 minutes. To see a gaming commission, any football betting regulation, or master sano from 1 minute to 11 minutes. Into 10-minute draw, 1 minute to 11 minutes. Into see a ball game 1 minute to 11 minutes. Now score line that I say 0-0. That means our bet now.
Yes, a bot. All right, for me, call wait more now. What did you say?
All right, and there you're going to just send your name no. All right, you better check it. You're betting tips of the day no kama the edi kufie your first game your Dortmund vs 6 Leipzig you pick over 2.5 bookings cards ebeba no ebeye
Tottenham
3 or more
1 up nesu
yes Tottenham
Arsenal
versus West Ham oh Arsenal be boy Arsenal home team 2 up
okay.
Manchester United Ofun versus Sunderland yes and then the Manchester Ofun obe winning to Manchester home team
2 up okay.
Inter Milan versus Cremonese and also home team 2 up.
Hey.
Chelsea versus Liverpool bookings over 2.5 when Chelsea made the red card. Real Madrid versus Villarreal and also home team 1 up which is Real Madrid. Lazio versus Torino and also over 3.5 booking codes. Booking that's the card. And a Collins Nathaniel versus Lorento Cristobal when a boxing.
Okay. Because
I pick it.
Collins Nathaniel.
Now Collins Nathaniel Lusukra ya bono. O say better ya bon. Nti ebe ya win my
17 odds.
17 was Erico.
Fantastic. Okay.
Correct score.
Get time so correct score
3-1 against Chelsea. Van Dijk beshe, Mohamed Salah beshe, Isaac beshe.
3-1 for Liverpool. Alfred, thank you. Guys, Mdawasi be brave. Camera sound. Director, thank you. And producer, Philip Utriki for the 7. And of course, Pablo Aima. Me did the Kejwana Kasa Erika see everybody. Nyami atom na tumbi dumia. Next week, Ebesamba. Yeah, that's so shame. Bye-bye.